That's okay. Just so a few things I can talk
Yeah,
about
exactly.
too. And Evan was. Oh, it's Derek Gall that was. Early in your life. Welcome everybody to Bonnie Doon Lanes here in Edmonton. We are about to bring you the first broadcast with commentary to the Edmonton Pro League. And with our first matches tonight, we have Aaron Arndt, who's 33 years old, and Derek Gall, who's 29 years old. And it looks like Derek's going to go first. So sit back and enjoy it, everybody. And let's do some bowling. Derek's from Sherwood Park. He's bowled for 20 years. He has a high single of 433. He alternates from a 3 or a 4-step, and he generally throws a bit of a baby hook out there. Gets some really good action when he's on a roll. Derek qualified third today with a score of 1207. And here we go. It's a good start by Derek. Derek's fairly aggressive. Gets the ball out on the lane. Doesn't have a deep knee bend. Relies on good rotation and good turn on the ball. He throws that hook and carries a lot of strikes with it. Next we have Aaron Arndt up. He's 33 and he's bowled for 28 years. He has a high single of 445. And Aaron really likes to throw the ball aggressively. Great shot. Good start to this opening match. Aaron finished fourth in this qualifying. He had a high games of 331 and 329. Good shot. Okay, we got Derek up now with his first shot on the left-hand lane. Derek's been a YBC singles champ, and he's won the Heritage Classic. Just a little off to the left on that one. Maybe got a little bit quick, fell out of his slide a little bit. We'll see if he gets this half. Needs it to stay with Aaron. There's a better solid finish at the line for Derek. When you're aggressive, it's really, really important to be solid at the line because your arm's coming through hard and you need that good balance to be able to finish the shot. Derek was also Rookie of the Year at the 2012 Canadian Open. There's a good shot, good balance at the line. Okay, we got Aaron up on the left-hand lane now. He started with a double. Nice shot. No doubt about that one. Aaron has the envy of being the only bowler in Canada to win back-to-back Master Singles titles in 2013 and 2014. Never been done before. Definitely a great feat. Ooh. Thinking he thought that was a pretty good shot based on body language and basically where the ball ripped through the middle. Sometimes when you're throwing the ball that aggressive, Ball doesn't get as much time to react off the pins, and sometimes it will slide behind, but that was a pretty good looking shot. Good start for Aaron. And he covers it for the half. Good start. Okay, I think Derek needs to get going here. He can't let Aaron get too far ahead of him in these one-game matches. You don't have a lot of time to recover, so he needs to get going right now. Lost that one down a little bit. You could hear it thump onto the lane. Needs to get a little more fingers to get it to lift it out on the lane. Let's see if he can convert the half. That ball was nicely out in front of him, right over his mark. Comfortably made the spare. Good shot. Derek started this tournament with a 380 game, and he also had a 328 in game 3, putting him comfortably into the step ladder and in the third spot. That's a great ball. Solid balance out over the line. Good result. Threw it well, just in the wrong spot. Had good speed, ball was out in the lane in front of him, good balance. Just didn't work for him. Good cleanup on the side. Both these bowlers are products of the YBC program. YBC is big in Canada for youth bowling and has developed many good bowlers through that program. Okay, 3 good balls. That leaves Aaron with 151 in the 5th, and Derek has 90 in the 4th with a strike up, so score's getting closer. There we go, right back in the groove. He liked that one. He knew that was a strike all the way. Okay, good time for Derek to throw a double here. See if he gets this ball out on the lane out in front of him. Got the kickback on the deuce there, making this spare a little bit easier. You don't have to worry about chopping that 3-pin out of there. All you have to do is go at that 3-pin and get it out of there. Well done. Okay, even frames. Derek's got 120 in the 5th, and Aaron's got 151 in the 5th. So one's on a strike and one's on a spare. Nice shot. Really good ball by Aaron. Minute that was out of his hand, he knew that was a strike. Crossing over to the right-hand side, good balance, good reach, good shot. Okay, Aaron up on a double here. He gets one more here. That'll really put the pressure on Derek, needing to make sure that he gets at least 2 more strikes to keep up with Aaron. Great shot. Out on the lane, aggressive and confident. Can't do it much better than that. Okay, Derek, it's time to answer the call here. You can see them pull that ball across his body. Struggling on the left-hand lane a little bit with balance. Don't know if he's having trouble sliding. That was a much better ball. Much better ball. So important to be solid at that line so your arm can finish the shot. Doesn't matter if you're throwing it back up a hook, you're throwing it straight up the gut. You need that good balance at the line to be able to finish the shot. Derek's got to have a strike here in the 9th to make sure he's got a chance in the 10th. Whoa. That was a little unfortunate. Looked like a pretty good ball. And he's got the half. So Derek's got 208 in the 8th with a spare in the 9th, so he's got a maximum 283. And Aaron's got 196 in the 6th and a double. So a strike here and it's all over. Anything else gives Derek just a faint hope. Oh, that was a big kick. Didn't look like Aaron finished that shot. His speed and his timing was everything good, but he got really quick with the arm and just kind of flicked it. Didn't give it any finish. Didn't give it any direction. See if he can throw this and get the spare. Oh. Okay, 261 in the 9th. Kind of opened the door wide there, but all he needs is a 25 count and 10 to shut Derek out. So we'll see what he's got. He's done well on the right-hand lane this game. He's thrown a lot of really good shots. Might be playing it a little bit cautious here, just trying to hope that he closes them out. Hasn't thrown his best balls the last 2 frames. Okay, gets the much needed spare. Now needs a chop off. He's had a lot of luck on that right-hand lane, throwing it into the right-hand pocket. We'll see if he gets it over there, if he still tries to throw it on the left side. Looks good. Oh. Well, the door is open ever so slightly. Simply said, Derek has to strike out. He can get a double in the corner to tie. That's a really good shot. That was Derek's first strike on the left-hand lane. He had been struggling a little bit with possibly sticking or just not being aggressive. That ball is a peach, as we say. Exact same ball, good shot. Now we'll see what he can do on the last one here. He's taking his time. He's going through his routine in his head. He knows exactly what he needs. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Needed the 3-pin to force the tie. Final score 281 for Aaron, 278 for Derek. That was a great match. We'll be right back with our second match. Okay, welcome back to Bonnie Doon here. We got the second match coming up of the Edmonton Pro League. My name's Lynn Howell, and we're doing a little commentary tonight to you folks. And we have Aaron Arndt, the winner of the first match against Derek Gall, in an exciting match, 281 over 278, playing Evan Lecousier from Edmonton. And we're ready to get underway. Aaron starting on the left-hand lane. Let's see what we got in match number 2. Not the start you want in a match, in a one-game match, but if you're going to get one, first frame's not a bad place to get one. Good cleanup on the left side. It's important to keep your rhythm through all 3 shots. You don't want to get up there and throw one little bit of anger and throw off your pace. You want to try to keep the same rhythm, keep the same delivery. Muscle memory is very important in this game. Okay, now we have Evan Lecousier, age 22 from Edmonton. He's been bowling for 20 years, and Evan won this competition last week, qualifying first and winning it in the final. So let's see if he stays hot for this week. Evan's a 3-time YBC national silver medalist. He's won gold on the open men's team, and he's had a high single of 447. Good cover on the half. Oh, there's a good break. There's a good little break. Both bowlers starting off a little bit slow this match, trying to find their rhythm. Evan had qualifying games of 345 and 358 for a 12-22 total, getting him into the second position in the stepladder. Okay, let's see who's gonna get going first here. This might be the lane that Aaron needed to get himself going. He played well on this lane the first game. No, pushed it a little wide right. Maybe trying to force it in there instead of just letting it happen. There we go. Aaron's won the Heritage Classic, he's won the Scottsdale, and he's been the Edmonton City High Average in 2017-2018. Oh. You can see there when Aaron threw that ball, he fell off to the right a little bit, and usually when you fall off to the right, your arm's going to come across your body, and you do have a tendency to miss left. He has to use his legs a little bit more to keep his balance. There, he was nice and straight on that one. Sometimes you try to go a little bit too slow, and the adrenaline and the force of the arm forces you a little bit off balance, and your arm just doesn't quite have time to finish to get to its spot. So, okay, Evans up on an open, 41 after 2. A little skinny. See if he can find the right corner on this one. Evans generally pretty consistent with his ball speed. Sometimes he lays the ball down or gets the ball out on the lane, which can be a bit of a difference when you throw a ball that's got a baby hook to it. He's covered that one nicely. Again, good balance, good throw. Nice half. Okay, so we got Aaron with 32 in the second and a spare, and Evan with 41 in the second and a spare. see Evan talking to himself a little bit there. Speed was good, but that's what I was talking about earlier. That ball was down on the lane. Didn't maybe quite have the fingers on it. Hit a little bit thick, and the head pin just chopped right out of there. Needs to get that ball out on the lane about 6-8 inches. Get the ball coming out of the hand so he gets good fingers on it. That ball was way out on the lane, but in the right spot. Okay, still looking for the match's first strike here. See if Aaron can find it. There we go. A little fist pump from Aaron. He seemed to like that. I think he knew that was good right out of his hand. Bowlers know. Bowlers can feel it when it comes out of their hand right. It's tough to tell from back here watching, but sometimes the ball doesn't quite come off their fingers the right way and the ball skids down the lane instead of rolls. And sometimes the ball hits in a really good place, but it hits flat. Aaron seemed to have really good rotation on that ball, and he knew it when he threw it. That's a great shot. Okay, we'll see if Evan can reply. Evan's a tremendous athlete. He was a very good ball player, and he's been a really good bowler all through his YBC. Just fighting it a little bit, not quite sure where to get it out on the lane. That one seemed like it was a little bit down again. When the ball's down, it generally is leaving your hand early, and you're not quite giving it the best direction you can give towards its target. Sometimes when the ball's out too far, you've lifted it and it's past its rotation point, and the ball can hit a little flat. So he's got to find that right release point. There we go. Good half. Okay, with the match half over, it's about time Evan gets a strike here. He gives himself a chance to start going in this match, because I think Aaron's found a shot now, so Evan needs to get going. There we go. Ran that one out. Was a little skinny, but got enough of the middle, and they all went. Evan liked that one, so he can sit down and rest to think about that good shot. Okay, we got Aaron up with 62 in the third and a double. He threw two really good shots last two balls, and we'll see if he keeps that feeling going. That's a great shot. Ran that one out, knew it was there. Like most good bowlers, when these bowlers are close, they know that's only one or two little things that can make a difference in making a big run. And once they find it, again, like most good bowlers, they can go a long ways. Oh. Okay. Seventh frame with a head pin. If he cleans up his wood, he'll have 182 in the seventh. Needs all the pins. Again, it's important to keep your rhythm and keep your speed up. Don't want to break off that muscle memory. Left 6 pins with that shot. And he takes out the left side. Okay, we'll see if Evan takes advantage of that punch in the 7th by Aaron. Still not out of the match by any means. He needs to have the spare. Can go spare strike to be set up for the tie. Knows that wasn't his best shot, but it worked. Again, right now it's Evan's release point. Struggling with where to let go of the ball. Okay, a strike here, and they're tied up in the 7th frame. Okay. Needs the sticks. Cleans up 15, gives him 181 in the 8th, which leaves Evan a possible score of 271. So Aaron will throw 8 and 9 here. What he wants to do is he wants to make sure that he's got a strike in 9, so it gives himself a chance to be able to finish the game big. We'll see if he can get the 1 and 8 first here. Great shot. Back to that right-hand pocket on that right-hand lane. Okay, so if he throws a strike here in the 9th, Evan won't have the possibility of shutting him out. See if he keeps that good balance at the line. Automatic, great shot. Great balance, balls out in front of him. Arm gets to finish, nothing but left pocket. Great shot. Okay, so Aaron's got 176 and a double, and Evan needs a bunch of strikes right now. This is his first time in the right-hand pocket. Seems to me that means that he figured out something with his timing or his release, because everything else has been left or missing left. So that could have been a big shot. Now he has to have 10 and I think probably 11 to have any kind of chance. Really good shot. Really good shot. Ball looked like it was about 10 inches or a foot out on the lane. Arms out in front of him. Ball had good rotation. Really good finish. Big strike. Okay, so Evan's pretty well going to have at least a corner pin here, if not the strike, to have any kind of chance. Whoa, that's quite hard to believe. That looked like it was going to be automatic. Right 3-pin went against the sidewall and rattled around against the gutter and never came back out. Okay. 254 for Evan. Really good finish. Okay, Aaron's got 176 in the 7th and a strike in 8 and 9. It's definitely not over yet. Basically needs at least a chop off our corner pin on this first ball to have a win. Even if he misses, he's still alive in the match. Just can't do the ever dreaded punch. And that should be enough. He's got 260 without throwing another ball, so it's over. Picks up this pair for good measure. I think Aaron likes finishing on the right-hand lane. He's been successful on that lane, and I think he feels quite comfortable throwing his 10th frame over there. Good shot. 279. Aaron closes it out to Evans 254. We'll be back in a minute with our third and final match. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Edmonton in the third and final match of our Edmonton Pro League. And in the finals, we have Aaron Arndt, who's come all the way up through the first two matches to play our number one seed, Kerry Kreitz. And we got Aaron starting on his favorite right-hand lane. Prize money for tonight's tournament, since we are getting a little bit late into the bowling season and we just finished the Open last weekend where a lot of these players played lots of games. We didn't have a biggest turnout tonight, so our prize money is a little bit down this week. Fourth place gets $41, third place is $45, and second place is $70, and the winner's going to take home $80 tonight. Okay, up on the lanes we have Kerry Kreitz from Wetaskiwin, Alberta. Kerry is 35 years old, and he's done very, very well in the game of 5-pin bowling. He's thrown 450 as a high single, and I think he's got 3 perfect games in his repertoire already. He's a 4-step bowler. He's won Masters Team Gold. He's been Coca-Cola champion out of Red Deer. He's won the TPC Invitational. He's won Open National Men's Team Gold. Terry's a phenomenal player. One thing you want to really, really notice about Kerry that is so impressive, yeah, he throws the ball hard and he's got a really aggressive slide. His arm swing is so long and fluid, and he finishes the shot. A lot of people who throw the ball hard don't finish the shot. They throw the ball and they kind of leave it at their knee and they just gun it hard, and the ball kind of slides out of their hand. Kerry's got so much finish on his shot, and he's got so much balance. I think that's the first time that his right-hand hit has let him down. He's been pretty successful on that side of the head pin. Leaves himself a chop deuce, as we call it, so he needs to pick up the single 3-pin for a spare. Good cover. I was mentioning earlier about the Open being played this last weekend in Red Deer, and we had 5 players off the Edmonton men's team that won provincial championships and will be going to nationals, and none of the 5 managed to qualify here today. So it's competitive shooting, and I'm sure those bowlers were a wee bit tired coming in tonight. Good shot by Aaron on his right-hand lane. Just looking at some of the numbers here for Kerry are so impressive. An 11-17 triple, 13-63 for 4, 17-27 for 5. Those are some big scores. Kerry is known around Western Canada for being super competitive, super good, and a really good guy. I don't think there's too many people that wouldn't have something good to say about Kerry. Kerry does have a tendency to switch things up sometimes. He'll go back up. He'll throw a hook. He'll change his line. So if he feels something's not working, he's not afraid to make a change. Okay, good cleanup. Nice shot. Looks like he's got the right-hand lane figured out. Everybody seems to like the right-hand lane tonight. Again, a bit of a sluggish start for both bowlers. Punching 4 of the 8 frames already. All of these bowlers know each other very well, and I'm sure there's a huge amount of mutual respect out there, and each bowler's trying to be the first one to get it going to see if they can get the pressure on the other guy. Good cleanup by Aaron. Oh, thick carry. He knew it had some stuff on it, but when they all went, he was quite happy with that. Okay. Carey qualified first in this event today, shooting a 14.09 for 4 games, 394, 314, 388, and 313. That's the type of roll that Carey can get on when he's throwing the ball well. It's always important to clean up first side, especially when you're on the strike, to get that full 25 count. Another good cleanup. He's mumbling to himself a little bit out there. I'm sure he's not happy with that start. Looks like Carey's throwing a soft roll out there. We'll see if he continues to use it for much longer. Well, he's definitely found the head pin early. And he cleans it up for 15. 108 in the 6th for Carey. 79 in the 4th at the strike for Aaron. Good time to take advantage right now. Carey only has 4 frames left to go, so this would be a good chance for Aaron to put some heat on him. Good shot by Aaron on the left-hand lane. Hitting it a little bit thin, carrying it all with his speed. It carries the head pin and the 3 pin all the way over to the right deuce. No problem. Okay. First really big shot of the final here for Aaron. Throw this strike, get a triple, really puts the heat on Carey with 4 frames to go. Oh, and he threw it just perfectly. Great shot, good extension, ball out on the lane, good balance. Crushed the left-hand pocket, first strike. Carey has to respond now. There's his first strike on the left-hand lane. Important thing now for Carey is he has to show Aaron a strike, so that gives him a chance to at least have some sort of potential to finish the match. Any kind of miscue here kind of opens the door for Aaron. Oh, he got a good kickback. He was talking to it. He knew it was thick. He knew he had good fingers on it. And 3-pin came off the sidewall and took out the deuce. Okay, Aaron's in pretty good shape here. He needs just needs to keep the flow going, keep that good pace, keep the thoughts positive, throw a good ball. Money, right hand pocket. Great shot. That puts them even up after 8 frames. Carey's got 108 in the 6th and a double, and Aaron's got 169 in the 6th and a double. So the match currently is all in Aaron's favor. He just has to keep throwing that good ball. No negative thoughts. Keep it aggressive. Oh, got away with one. His favorite right lane was kind to him once again. Okay. Now Carey doesn't have a chance to shut Aaron out by any chance, but what he does have a chance to is he has a chance to finish the game and maybe put a little pressure on Aaron for the 10th frame, but he definitely basically has to strike out. Wow. 4 out of 5 on that lane. And that puts the end to that match, unfortunately. Four plows out of 5 on the left-hand lane makes it tough to put anything together. But Carey will be back. He's a competitor. He was in the step ladder last week, and he's always one of the guys you got to beat. Oh, you see, he changed his line on that one. He threw from right to left and made it look easy. He just gave a smirk after that one, as if to say, yeah, I should have maybe tried that earlier. But he's a great thrower, finishing off with 218. And it's Aaron's to finish. Okay, Little kickback 7 gives Aaron 251 in the 8th with a strike up. You can clean up for 293.
Alright.
24 count on that strike and 9 gives him 275, and this will put him into the 280s. 12 count, 287. So our final score is Aaron Arndt 287, Carey Kreitz 218. So that's it from the third week of the Pro League here in Edmonton, and we'll be back to try it again next week. Thanks, everybody.